The South African economic freedom fighters' statement on Elon Musk's call for Julius Malema to be declared an international criminal. The economic freedom fighters are not fazed by the declaration made by the owner of Twitter, SpaceX, Starlink, Tesla, and recently the so-called Director of Department of Government Efficiency in the United States of America, who has made a declaration that the president of the EFF, Julius Malema, must be declared an international criminal. As part of the general hysteria that has overtaken governance in the United States of America, Musk has assumed the role of global billionaire maniac whose grotesque wealth has overwhelmed him and made him think of himself as supreme ruler of not only the Oval Office, but of all nations of the world. The commander-in-chief and president of the EFF has been at the forefront of struggles for the African continent and the diaspora since his activism as a young person in the former liberation movement of South Africa. Central to his perspective, not only on economic freedom and the emancipation of African people, has been a staunch opposition to Western imperialism and all its manifestations. It is therefore not surprising that Julius Malema would be declared an enemy by the global capitalist establishment, an agenda advanced by the likes of deranged individuals such as Elon Musk. However, the misconception and mischaracterization of the president of the EFF as genocidal is a sideshow that seeks to undermine the ideas which he represents. The EFF and all people who have been at the yoke of oppression perpetuated by the USA and its allies are bound to naturally be the quintessential enemies of billionaires who capture states and manipulate narratives and misuse their control of governments to cast aspirations against their natural enemies. The EFF takes this opportunity to tell Elon Musk and all of his allies in the USA, in Israel, and the right-wing groups in South Africa, which have mobilized Musk to collectively go to hell. The principle remains that equality in South Africa is rooted in the return of the land to African people, and this will be achieved through expropriation without compensation. Additionally, the EFF makes a firm commitment that Elon Musk's Starlink will never operate in South Africa without complying to local legislation, which demands that there must be 30% local ownership. The offense that Musk has made against the leader of the EFF constitutes a meddling in our domestic affairs which we do not take lightly, and he must be viewed as an imperialist who seeks to undermine the economic and political sovereignty of South Africa through sanctions and part of the mischievous attempts to sever relations between South Africa and the United States of America. The EFF declares Elon Musk an enemy of South Africa and a capture of governance in the USA who will lead to that nation's downfall. All progressive nations, including Russia, China, India, and African states, ought to isolate and reject all enterprises pursued by Elon Musk in their nations. Elon Musk has captured the presidency of the USA and has weaponized his office as an instrument to pursue his business interests globally. His nefarious influence must be opposed and undermined by all nations who respect their sovereignty and seek to maintain independence. The EFF will not be cowed into submission, retreat, nor capitulation from its principled and unwavering commitment to confront imperialism and its surrogates like Elon Musk anywhere and everywhere it rises its ugly head. Since they said it, I too would like to tell Elon Musk and all of his allies to go to hell. Right on to the economic freedom fighters. If you'd like to follow them, you can find them on Twitter at EFF South Africa, the official platform for economic freedom fighters to champion radical economic policies in South Africa. It's for fearless fighters. Solidarity, comrades.